Okay, so I have with me today the Diana TC signature here at CanJam, New York, 2026. This is a newly released headphone from Abyss, and it kind of looks like this with a very interesting sort of design on the edge here. And this one also has, interestingly, this sort of leather pad at the very top for the headband, just for a little more comfort here. This one actually fits me very well because I think the pads have just a little more booty at the end here, you know? So it feels nicely around the back of my head here, so I don't have an air gap issue with this one, which is great. And it is quite comfortable, it is quite light, feels good on my head. And funny enough, I'm listening off to an amp. This is the Gold Note HP10 Deluxe. It's a Gold Note amplifier. For those of you who are really into speaker stuff, Gold Note is, I think, an Italian company. It makes extremely obscenely expensive speaker amps, like $100,000 DACs and amps or whatever. I'm not that rich, so I don't know. But anyway, so let's talk about the DC or the Diana TC signature. And so I haven't really heard too many of the Abyss headphones, so I'm actually not familiar with much of their products. I heard the Jewel like last year. I can't really remember too much about it. But the Diana TC signature, this one, to me, has a very forward-sounding character to it. The mid-range is a little bit forward, can be a bit shouty, a bit hot in the upper mids, and the treble is a bit bright, can be a little bit fatiguing. It is definitely a bit crispy, maybe over crispy. I wouldn't say there's like an excessive amount of air to it. Like, you do have good air to it for those upper treble overtones and stuff, but it's not like it becomes, it doesn't feel like it's exaggerated and just having air for the sake of air. It's actually pretty good in that respect. Down low is actually surprisingly very linear from what I could tell at first impressions. The bass, I thought this would actually be a very bassy headphone. I thought it'd be almost muddy, but it's not at all. It's actually very clean down low. But despite that cleanness, it's not lacking for bass. It can do bass when it demands it, but your song has to demand it, right? If your song isn't, it won't go out of its way to deliver that big, boomy experience. So yeah, so this headphone, it's not too bad, I think. Overall, I could probably listen to it for a good amount of time, provided I'm not listening to something that's, too energetic. Like, if I'm listening to something more chill, more relaxed, this is actually not too bad. The problem, though, is that this is an expensive headphone. This costs $5,000. For $5,000, there are a lot of other very good headphones out there. So yeah.